What is up, gamers? Last time on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, we did the first level and first boss of Hero Story with Sonic, and then we spent a bunch of time in the Chow Garden. This episode, that I'm recording immediately after the other one, so I've not seen your suggestions for the Chow, so I'm not going to be evolving any of them or naming them yet, but the next episode, I'll start doing that. But I wanted to upload the Hero and Dark sections right away so that we have a Hero and a Dark character to use in the Chow Garden, because the Chow Garden is going to be a very important part of this Let's Play. The idea is to, interact with you guys watching and have you guys influence the different Chow we raise and whatnot. Man, I cannot. That explosion is very funny. I will say, so I talked about how much I love the cutscenes in this game last episode. I will say it is a little harder to take them seriously ever since the Sonic Adventure 2 fandub took over the internet. Like, that fandub has so many great moments that, like, I can't take him jumping without hearing in my head the going up, and he falls. It's a good time. Watch the fandub. It's a good time. Oh, I just whacked the mic with my controller. That's fine. Okay, so we have a new type of level, the machine gun shooty levels. A lot of people, this is their least favorite type. Some people don't like the gem ones. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really hate any of the gameplay styles in this game. Obviously, Sonic and Shadow is by far the most fun, like by a large margin, but I don't hate the other gameplay styles as much as some people do. Got the Chow key, so that's already a good start. Although we don't have any rings, so we're going to be taking a ton of damage. Now, unlike Sonic and Shadow's levels, if we take damage without any rings, we won't immediately die. We actually have a health bar down in the bottom. But taking damage without any rings in this mode will do a ton more damage than if we had rings when we got hit. So right now, because we don't have any power-ups, we're pretty limited in what we can do. We can jump, we can shoot, we can lock onto an enemy. But I forget, how many enemies can we lock onto? Okay, we can't lock onto multiple enemies. I forget if there's an upgrade that increases the number you can lock onto or not. Now, as I'm destroying these enemies, you see these little things? Oh, you destroyed the gold guy. We got the extra points. These things, in the bottom right-hand corner, we have 4 of them now. Those are the Chaos Drives I briefly mentioned last time. You can use those to increase your Chow stats without having to give it animal parts. The downside is that the exploit to infinitely use an item is a lot harder to do with Chaos Drives than it is with animals, because of the way that the Chaos Drive physics work. They kind of bounce when you set them down, and this makes it really hard to loop using an animal over and over again on a Chow. I really want to unlock the thing we unlock once we get a evolved Hero Chow, because actually, we probably shouldn't go over there. We don't have the upgrade to break open the metal crates, so it's kind of pointless to go over there. But I want to unlock what we unlocked from getting a Hero Chow, because it'll make using animals infinitely a little bit easier. But we'll still pick up some of this stuff. Maybe we can use that bunny. No, we shouldn't use our bunny on that other Chow, because we want it to become a Hero Chow. So I'm probably just going to be petting it with Eggman. But yeah, I really don't mind the shooter levels. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not having the time of my life or anything, but I'm also not not having any fun. I don't know. I'm also dead. That jump is a lot easier to make when you get the hover upgrade. I'm just not gonna try and make that jump. We don't need all the Chow crates right now. We got the Chow key, and that's really all we need, so that we can unlock Eggman in the Chow Garden. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. A lot of people dislike this mode. I think it's fine. It's perfectly serviceable. You run and you shoot, and it's okay. I think generally people, from what I've seen on the internet, people do say that Eggman's levels are a bit more fun, and that's probably true. Although, it can devolve into you doing this sometimes. When you're just kind of spinning and mashing the B button. And you definitely just mash B the entire time you play through these levels. There's not a ton of skill involved in the shooting aspect of these levels. You kind of just mash the button. Maybe that's why I like it. I like to mash the button and watch things explode. So this is a good gameplay mode for me. All right, when we get to that Chow crate, I'm not gonna try and get it this time. How far back in the level did we get? Actually, we're past the part. Okay, just don't listen to me. Just ignore me. Okay, so we have this missile, and I like unlock something or something. I don't actually remember what this missile does. Whatever. Oh. It does that. Okay, I figured out what the missile does. It's been a while since I played this level. Not one of my more replayed levels, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, we finished, we beat the level, okay. We already have 9 lives. See, we're doing good, even though I've died a couple of times. There's the other Chow box right at the end of the level. But that's okay. Yeah, I'll have to come back and get better ranks later. But hey, we got 2 emblems. Woo! Let's go, gamers! Get the second emblem. Now get ready for the very cursed playing as Eggman in the Chow Garden. I almost never use Eggman in the Chow Garden because, I mean, look at this. Look at his legs go. It's just really awkward because, like, you're so tall and it's really hard to tell what's happening because you can't move the camera up and down in the Chow Garden. You can only move it left and right. So, like, camera angle is just awful. But, you know what? It works for what we need it for. We just need a pet Yikers so that Yikers can choose the path of evil. Now, if you can hear it, Eggman's voice clips in the Chow Garden, they just didn't bother to make English voice clips. He uses his Japanese voice clips in the Chow Garden because there are no English voice clips to my knowledge. They just didn't make them, so he's just in Japanese. You can see it very clearly what's happening in this Chow. He's becoming evil. His body is turning black. He's getting a little red, like, crescent moon type thing on his chest, and his wings are becoming more like pointed, and he's getting a little pointed tail as well. Very cool looking. So yeah, I still have, because I haven't posted the first video, I don't know what you guys are going to vote on to turn this Chow into, but I'll have those by episode 3, and then we can start working towards it. I might have to do some of the Chow evolving off screen because, like I said, it does take a lot of time of me just feeding the Chow over and over. I'll probably, like, record it, but just put in the highlights of whatever happens. But, well, there's not a lot else I can do in here without you guys' input, so I think I'm just going to move on to the next level. But first, oh, it actually just sent me back here. Okay, that's good, because that's what I'd prefer.
Story do you wish to try?
Because, like I said, I want to alternate the stories. So we have a little cool introduction. This means we also get to see all these introductions, because normally you wouldn't see them. I'm Knuckles the Echidna, but you can call me Knuckles. Once again, the Master Emerald was stolen from Angel Island. He is voicing this, but whatever, I'm going to voice it anyway. The thief turned out to be a know-it-all Batgirl of all things. When that Batgirl was within my reach, who do you think shows up? That's right, Eggman. He came just in time to spoil my plan and tried to take the Master Emerald. Yeah, you get these neat little, like, recaps so that you can remember what happened if you haven't played for a while. And you wouldn't see those if you just ran through all the levels in a row, which you very easily could, because this isn't like a super long game. Wow, that was... Immediately, we got an emerald piece. So the objective of these levels is to find 3 pieces of usually the Master Emerald, sometimes something else. And it's just kind of like an open, free roam type area. Get the Chow key so you unlock Knuckles in the Chow Garden. Now we can get hints by using these things. Like this will say, on the side of the bird chest under 4 feathers. There'll be 3 hints you get. Up to 3 for each emerald piece. but I believe it does decrease your score. So I think I'm not gonna do those because we already have a crazy score right now because we just happen to spawn next to one of the pieces. Oh, there's one up there. Yeah, one thing people don't like about this, and understandably, is unlike Sonic Adventure 1, the radar only tells you which emerald piece you're currently on instead of all of them at once. I don't know if that makes sense. It's whatever. Oh, is it under there? Ow, it is under there. Okay, we did that in a minute 13. That's why I figured I'd tack this level onto the last one, because I was like, this is not gonna take very long. And we got the A rank.
This is perfect.
This is perfect. Yeah, those levels, especially that one specifically, that first gem hunting level, because it's the first one you're probably gonna encounter, they made it super easy. It's a really small look area, so it's very easy to complete quickly. I guess we can feed, crap, Cheetah. Cheetah's speed, the tiger is power? That sounds right. If that's the case, yeah, might as well do this and fail. Like I said, I want the hero unlockable because it's gonna make it way more consistent to do that, but whatever. Oh, we can feed it a little bit. I do like playing as Knuckles in Chow Garden because you can do this, but you have to be careful because Knuckles can, if we go next to a Chow and we cycle through our options up at the top, so we have Pet, Pick, Knuckles has Punch. Don't punch the Chow, they will hate you. Why would you not want the Chow to like you? Well, that's for a mechanic that I'm probably not going to talk about for a while, but just know that if you hurt your Chow a lot, it may or may not die forever. And I like the Chow Guard, so I like to be nice to my Chow. I've never had a Chow die. And in fact, it's really hard to do. Like, if you're playing the Chow Guard normally, you'd have to mess up pretty bad to, like, get a Chow killed. You basically have to do it intentionally. I think in the original Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast, and I could be wrong about this, because I'm not super familiar with that version of the game, but that was the first iteration of the Chow Garden. And I think in that version, Chow had like almost an invisible health bar, and so if you like beat it a bunch of times, it would just die on the spot. Now, I could be making that up, because like I said, I'm not super familiar with that version, but I think that was a thing. But I don't know, I'm probably lying. One day I really want to get a Dreamcast in the original Sonic Adventure, just because the Chow Garden in that game, it just like intrigues me, because it's, you know, it's so similar to this one, because this one's built upon that one, but there's just so many weird little quirks that make it really different and interesting to me. The Sonic Adventure DX Chow Garden is weird because DX came out after 2 Battle did, because 2 came out around the time when Sega, you know, fully decided, all right, we're not going to make game consoles anymore. And so Adventure 2 was still in development at this time, so they released it for the Dreamcast, but even towards the end of development, they had already started making the GameCube port, which came out not too long afterwards. And then they retroactively went back to make Adventure DX. And Adventure DX, it's a little weird because it basically just takes stuff from this game's Chow Garden, which means it has the Hero Dark system, but it works really weird because there's no Hero Dark characters. And also, DX in general is just notorious for being a really bad port. Like, I'm not saying the original Sonic Adventure isn't buggy, but DX is like, it takes the bugginess up to 11. I mean, it's funny, but yeah, I don't know. I really want to play like the original Sonic Adventure. Unfortunately, all the ports that this game has gotten over the years, it's gotten a couple. One to PC and I think one to PS3 and Xbox 360. Those ports run off the GameCube versions, so Adventure DX is just as not great in those ones. But that's all I got for this part. Much shorter. We did 2 levels, and the video is only at 15 minutes. That's fine. This will just be a shorter episode. So yeah, remember, comment. I guess you can comment on this video if you forgot to comment on the last one. What do you want the one Chow's name to be, and what do you want the other one to evolve into? Like, comment, subscribe. See ya!